Hey, what's going on, YT? It is your girl TheLeaRae, and you're tuned into The LeaRaeShow. So, I thought I'd come on here and show you what I got from my Secret Santa. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it all the way G-real with you, G-real. The Secret Santa thing at my job was a little janky, no shade, no tea. It just did not go down like previous Secret Santas that I've been a part of, and maybe my expectations were a little too high. I would say the best thing about the Secret Santa at my job was that they did a spreadsheet and people were able to put on the spreadsheet things that they like. When I first got into the Secret Santa, I was asking the lady who was heading it up how it was gonna go, and she was like, okay, so first you're gonna drop your Secret Santa a $5 gift, just like an introductory gift, and then next week when we do the reveal, that's a $25 gift. So I was like, okay, but then when I went to open the spreadsheet, it had 3 columns, first, second, and third. I thought we was only doing 2 things, so I had went back up there and talked to her, and she was like, no, those are just ideas of things that you like. I just started making a whole list. I didn't know what 3 columns meant. I'm gonna just put down the things that I like. So I had put like nail stuff, like nail polish, nail art stuff, makeup, Starbucks, and I just copied and pasted it along the 3 columns. So everybody had jokes about my paragraph that I wrote, but I was like, y'all want ideas? I don't understand these 3 columns, so I'm just put the same thing in every column. It definitely worked out though, because when I show you what my Secret Santa got me, she obviously was reading the spreadsheet. I went ahead and dropped my Secret Santa off her first gift. I got her a Starbucks because she said she likes Starbucks. She liked old books or antique books and old black and white photos. Bruh, I'm like, what is this? Old black and white photos of what? Of who? Of where? I figured out what I was gonna do about them antique books because we had an antique bookstore that was right up the street from the job, and I had never been in there, so it was gonna give me a chance to go in there, and Starbucks is easy. So when I was in Walmart, I had saw that they had these Starbucks mugs, and they came with coffee inside of them and some kind of topping. So I got her one of those. It was over $5, but it was still nice. And then I made cocoa sticks from scratch. I packaged them with marshmallows and a package of hot chocolate. Really, you could just use the cocoa stick and swirl it around in the milk, and then that's your hot chocolate, because that's how I did mine. But if you wanted like extra cocoa-y and extra chocolatey, then you add the actual packet of hot chocolate and then swirl it down. It's just a whole vibe. It's just a whole vibe. So I made her 3 of those. I was kind of hoping that she was sharing with her family because I could not remember like if she was married, if she had kids. Come to find out, she does have kids. I think she has 3 boys, and I made 3 of those, so it just like completely worked out. I was like, yes, the Lord was on my side. But anyway, my Secret Santa on the $5 gift, first of all, it was supposed to be delivered on a Monday. I didn't get mine until Thursday, so I was feeling some type of way because I thought I got a janky Secret Santa. The first thing I got was this right here. It is a huge mug. You can eat soup out of this, chili, drink coffee, tea, whatever, and it had a note on it, and it said, from your Secret Santa. I love coffee mugs. Adrian was like, oh my gosh, we got another coffee mug. It came with a candle on the inside, and then it was lined with chocolate. So I was like, okay, I like that. And this is so cozy. Just think about sitting on the couch with your throw blanket and watching a movie with this big old mug filled with, like, I'm just gonna keep it real, I'm gonna drink coffee because I'm a coffee drinker. Friday morning, because Friday we were supposed to do the reveal. Now, let me tell you something. I was expecting us to get together. It was gonna be a big event. All the Secret Santas were gonna go there, and they were gonna say, so-and-so, so who was your Secret Santa? And then you're gonna like do a little suspenseful kind of act behavior, and then you're gonna like take your gift over to your Secret Santa, and then they're gonna open it in front of everybody, because that's how I've done Secret Santa. But that ain't what happened. They were just like, oh, go drop your Secret Santa gift. So, bruh. Okay. My Secret Santa, well, somebody brought it down for me. It was actually another teacher that was not my Secret Santa brought me this one down. This little package right here. So I was like, oh, what's in here? So I took it out. It was this mascara in here. It's the Extension Lash Mascara Zen. And I was like, yes, it's something I've never tried before, because I'm always on the hunt for a good mascara, because right now, nothing can top my L'Oreal. And I am going to recycle this bag and put it away with all my Christmas decor. And then Friday after lunch-ish, one of the teachers walks down with this bag. And I didn't know if she was my Secret Santa or not, because earlier that day, another teacher brought down a bag for me. So I didn't know who my Secret Santa was. So I was like, what do you have there? And then she just started cheesing. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're my Secret Santa. Santa, and the reason why it was so funny was because I was just up in her classroom like the previous day. I was looking for some file folders with the 3 prongs, and I asked the people down in my room if they had any, and then I asked the teacher next door if she had any. So I was like, I'm just gonna go upstairs. And the reason why I stopped at her classroom is because she be having a lot of supplies. Like, I've stopped at her classroom before and kind of seen what she was doing as far as teaching, because I like the way she teaches and everything. I was like, do you have any of these file folders? She did have the file folders. She went and got them, and then she was doing something with her kids, and I was like, oh, I want to see what y'all doing. So she was like, oh, I'm doing a card sort. I was like, how do you do a card sort? What program are you using? I was just up there talking to her about stuff. So when I saw her, we just busted out laughing because she was telling me how she thought that I knew that she was my Secret Santa because I was like hanging out in her classroom, and I was like, I had no idea. But it was just really, really funny. So this was the bag it came in, and had red tissue paper. Ta-da! I've never had anything from them, so I was very excited, and I did hear about this palette. Check it out. All your nudes that you need, a really, really neutral toned down palette. This is like an everyday palette, so I'm definitely gonna do a makeup look with this tomorrow when I go to work. I cannot wait. But for her to give me a makeup palette, I'm like, girl, thank you, because you were reading the spreadsheet. Don't you hate like when people get you stuff that you don't like? Like I said, no shade, no tea. I was saying how it was a little bit janky, but I am thankful because it was a blessing to participate in a Secret Santa, especially this year. Now let's talk about what I got my Secret Santa. Like I said, I didn't know where I was gonna get any old black and white photos from. So I went to TJ Maxx and I found a piece of wall art. It was 3 pictures in a frame, and it had some saying on it, but the photos were black and white. And then I got her a Calvin Klein throw from TJ Maxx. When I tell you this Calvin Klein throw was the bomb, oh my gosh. It felt like one of those really thick, chunky sweaters. I loved it. Like, I wanted to get one for myself. I was like, let me chill. Let me not spend too much money. I went to the bookstore. I'm saying antique, but it was like a used bookstore. We wound up finding her a 1973 complete works of Shakespeare. And then I found this book, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a textbook from 1935, like a language arts textbook. And you could see it was teaching them how to write, how to like fill out an envelope, like very, very practical stuff that students should be learning even today. And yeah, it was from 1935. So when I took them upstairs, because I took them upstairs like in the morning, but she hadn't got there yet. So I told the lady that works in the same office with her, when she gets here, text me. So she had texted me, and I went up there. She was sitting like to my left, and then it was 2 other teachers there, and then the lady that texted me was sitting over in the desk. She knew I was coming, so I walked in like, I'm your Secret Santa. She was like, no way. So then she said she opened the gift. She started opening the gifts. I was like, yes. I was just hoping that she would open the gifts right there, because I love to see people's reactions. So she opened, the first thing she told me was how her boys love those hot chocolate sticks. So then she opened up, it was the Calvin Klein throw. So she opened that, she pulled it out, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice, and yada, yada, yada. I had put the wrap wall art inside the second bag. So she pulled that out, and she opened it, and she loved it. She read the saying. She was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. And then she got to the books that I got her, and she was like, it's a complete work. And she was like showing everybody. So I know I hit the nail on the head with the gifts, because I'm a very, very good gift giver. And that's really what I wanted to do. More than receive any gifts, I wanted to give gifts, because I like to see people happy. So I'm glad that my job was at least trying. So anyway, y'all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, people, peace.